Just wait for the third arrow. That's why we call him Triple Prick.
Ooh, that's good.
Gandalf, did you trap me in a time loop in the bathroom? Just over and over again.
Boromir, we were just,
Oh, we're watching a funny video.
yeah, we were just watching You've Been Framed.
Watching me get murdered?
No. What?
Yeah.
Well, can I have a bit of the £250 then?
We didn't send it in to You've Been Framed.
I can't believe you create a time loop to trap me in the bathroom so you could laugh at me getting shot. That is not very nice.
Lighten up. You do the same if one of us got shut up like a pincushion. It's just that both of us are too smart and talented to let that happen to us.
Why even do a time loop? If you're one of the greatest sorcerers of all time and you wanted to imprison someone in a magical illusion, why not just create a perfect magical illusion rather than creating some kind of complicated time loop mechanism which leaves itself completely open to being discovered when a random mouse sneaks in?
All valid questions, Boromir, but ones which I don't think are going to have much to do with this week's episode of Rings of Power. Come on, let's all have a good chuckle.
You have proven your quality, Merdania.
I was at the Siege of Eregion. I know it's bad, but I do not recognize her at all.
Ah, Elrond. Spoilers.
Oh, crap, you guys weren't there, were you?
Great. Now it's not going to be a surprise when she dies.
You guys have got such bad radar for working out which characters are going to die. This is like Valandil all over again. When a random background character starts getting a bit chirpy, it means they're going to croak it in 2 episodes' time.
They're damming the river.
I've never seen anyone successfully dam a river in 5 seconds before.
I did try to speak to Celebrimbor about this. I said, do you really want to build a city right next to a mountain so precarious that it will fall down in 5 seconds if someone pelts some rocks at it? But he said this place is vibes.
Yeah, it's a pretty spot, to be fair.
Why is Idar attacking from that side of the river anyway? Wouldn't it have made more sense to cross the river from somewhere downstream, then storm the city directly without having to knock down a mountain first?
Logic, balls. And how many times?
Feat of precise structural engineering by the orcs anyway.
Captivating.
It is a pattern.
So is Sauron's illusion running at absolute max power that he had to use loops? Then he got more RAM, or lowered the graphics. Much less obvious than running the same mouse through.
The candles have not burned an inch all day.
Oh, so sloppy.
Candles are so hard to animate.
What would have happened to the time loop illusion thing if one of those bits of rubble had landed on Celebrimbor's head?
Never mind his head. It was like it actually taken out the forge. How did he even finish the rings?
Well, I guess Sauron probably monitored the situation closely and improved around goings-on. Put out cones for no-go areas and such.
The Mithra.
Requires sacrifice.
You know, when I was told he poured in his cruelty and his malice, I didn't think he literally poured in a bit of his wormy targans.
Really? I mean, it was all in there in the Ministry of the Archives.
Sauron's a very literal guy.
Oh, bad luck. That's not the sort of thing you'd want to happen to you more than once.
Yeah, with any luck, he won't have the exact same thing happen to him later in the episode.
We have to break the foundations!
I don't know much about construction, but isn't the foundations the thing you do first?
Oh, you're bracing him, aren't you? Everyone, hug the ground.
No, he has been protecting us.
While you've been in your tower giving orders that might have been the end of us all.
No. No, that was him. He is Sauron!
The elves were meant to be smart, Elrond.
We are.
You're going to work out the single suspicious messenger that appeared out of nowhere and no one else has touched. that might have been tampering with the orders.
The ringmaker gotta make rings.
Cut him open. Look at his hand. Look at his blood. Black as pitch.
Yeah, thing is, if he's not Sauron, there's no undo button on that order.
It's a witch hunt.
Come, my lord. Let's get you back where you belong.
Get your hands off me!
Called it.
I think there's got to be a moment when you're using your own beloved PA as a missile to kill orcs. You got to take a step back and just go, yeah, you know what? I think I am a bit stressed.
Well, that explains why we never met. I did think she reminded me of that random body I saw half trampled into the mud 2,000 years ago. But I couldn't quite place her. Yeah, it's nice to put a name to a face.
What was her name again?
No, I don't know. This show's not great at letting its minor characters make an impression.
Oh, Elrond. This is your moment. Ride now. Ride for ruin. And the world's ending. Death!
Time for Elrond, Lord of Rivendell, to show his qualities.
You must be knackered. I mean, you've gone from Lindon to Eregion, down to Khazad-dûm, and then back up to Eregion. Mostly on foot. I mean, I hope you're eating enough potassium.
I got a lot of calf cramps.
Oh, what? 10,000 horses stop immediately at one little command. I don't know if you've ever been in a cavalry charge, but once you start, unless you want thousands of horses rear-ending you, there's only one way it ends.
I have. And that is what happened.
At what point in the last 2,000 years did you change your hair, Elrond? I can never get used to seeing you with your natural curls.
Well, this Anatar chap showed up, and we're all like, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he does, but that's a lot cooler than what we have going on.
If that is to be the way of things, I should like to bid her farewell.
He's unarmed.
These orcs are a lot more compassionate than the ones I knew.
Having kids does that to you.
Oh! What? Elrond? Does your wife know that you made out with her mother?
You married a daughter. First Sauron, now you, Elrond. What does Celeborn think?
Where is Elrond? Because I'd very much like to speak with him.
If I didn't do it, she'd have been killed.
You could have just held her hand and popped it in.
At least I'm not frigid like you, Gandalf.
Shut up. Well, now I know why the White Council meetings, there was such an atmosphere. I thought it was Saruman. Elrond, you maybe want to make sure you're out of the enemy's camp before spilling the beans on your singular ace in the hole.
Orcs don't know Elvish.
The Black Speech is a form of Elvish. It'd be like walking through Yorkshire talking about your plans in a Lancastrian accent.
You've been to the north. They wouldn't understand a thing.
Ride to them now. Meantime, I will ensure that Eregion's walls hold for one more night.
Now you're talking in the common tongue. I mean, Second-Age orcs aren't as thick as you think they are.
Like Morgoth treated me. Do you know what it is to be tortured at the hands of a god?
Oh, poor Sauron. Maybe we should just let him do it, you know? Maybe we're the bad guys.
On the rings. And since you forced me to torment you to bring them into being.
It's really scraping the barrel of manipulative tactics now, isn't it?
Sorry, but you just make it impossible for me not to bully you. It's your annoying little face.
Finish them.
You know, there's something about chaining him to his workstation and forcing him to work without toilet breaks from a show made by Amazon that just doesn't sit right. Ultimate frisbee bombs. Nice. The orcs do care. They honor their dead in the middle of a key battle. I mean, maybe we're the bad guys. Makes you think.
No, it doesn't.
Burn them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
And if that doesn't work, drop them in the deepest part of the ocean, 30 meters offshore. What's that? Some sort of bolt cutter thing.
Looks like it.
It's just what he needs. He can use that to chop through the chain and escape. What the hell is he doing?
That chain was probably forged in the fires of Mount Doom.
Oh, not again.
Breaks your heart. You hate to see it.
This is probably what an agoraphobe thinks is going to happen whenever they leave the house.
That it is not strength that overcomes darkness. Hearts may fail, yet still light endures and is mightier than strength.
Gandalf, say that other thing you used to say to me in Moria. You know, when I was scared of the dark.
All right. Bossy, I know you're a big, strong boy, but if you think that darkness cares about that, it's coming for you and everyone you care about.
Yeah, that was less comforting than the other one, wasn't it?
It is a sound argument. It's not nature's way for darkness to reign. When the sun comes up, darkness cannot help but be destroyed by light.
Can you also make the reverse argument? When the sun goes down, light cannot help but be destroyed by darkness.
Well, yes. Presumably Adar is saying that to his troops over in his camp. Oof. Pincushion.
Remind you of anyone?
Oh, yeah, laugh it up. Watching this is really quite triggering for some of us, you know.
And he will not be alone.
Despite the fact we just renounced him as Lord on a whim and tried to throw him in jail.
Hope he stalls him a bit.
The rings are actually in this room. Colder. Colder. Warmer. '90s feel-good sports movie.
Oh. Gudung, gudung.
You think it was only you who put yourself in my power?
Wow, so your Sauron guy can use the Force. Nah, it's better than that. Seems good at Jedi mind tricks to me. And he's a secret manipulator who gains control of all around him to get dominion of a great empire. Don't know what you're guessing at.
Why? You better not be watching it with them.
I gotta go. I really wish he hadn't missed that.
Would have been better for all of us. Is that his crotch?
Probably why he's laughing so much.
Commander! High King!
I suppose, on the battlefield, in the heat of the moment, it's forgivable for you to address the king in such an informal way.
The dwarves! The dwarves are coming! Look to the north!
Oh, you see, this is just so typical of dwarves. You put your trust in them and the flaky little runts let you down every time.
Oh my word, are we watching the origin of your xenophobic attitudes? Is this the reason you don't like going to French restaurants or Polish delis? Because Durin didn't turn up thousands of years ago?
I just don't like camembert or pierogies.
Right, yeah.
He was supposed to be my friend.
It was us that started it. Now I do feel bad.
Carolina! Durin will come.
Form ranks. And now just scatter like the wind and... just do your own thing. Is that how he goes? They didn't even give him a close-up.
It's probably for the best. Too many characters from a little man brain to keep up with.
Now, if we could just get a mysterious plague that could wipe out the half-woods, we might have a half-followable story. My goodness, what a cliffhanger. What an ending. What an atmosphere. Ugh. Oh my, what the? What's this song?
Oof. It's horrid.
Way to ruin the vibe, guys. Yeah, I agree. Ruins the vibe, Mr. Cheese.